Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again with MGS Coaching Football. To my subscribers, I thank you, and to those who haven't yet, I hope you do. I just completed my 38th year coaching football, and I was a defensive coordinator. But over that span of time, I've also been a special teams coordinator, an offensive coordinator. I've been a longtime head coach. All of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. What I'd like to talk to you about today is what we call a rifle stunt. And we're going to talk to you actually about numerous rifle stunts that all stem from the same thing, okay? And so what they are angle away into evil, evil angle away, and evil angle two. See, we're going to combine the two together, all right? And so what a rifle is it's a run line stunt, okay? Again, we're trying to minimize. Instead of saying 3 words, we say 1, rifle. And the kids know what that means, okay? And so the key terms that go with our rifle package, all right, we have a package of all various rifle stunts. First is what we call 2. So when I point to myself, that's telling the players it's 2. And what that means is it's a designated either a player or a position that the line stunt is executed to. So I'm going to give you 2 examples here, to a tight end or to a running back. What I mean by designated player, if you're facing a lot of, as an example, let's say 2 tight end, 12 or 22, right? And let's say number 85 is the guy they like to run behind, and they flip-flop them. So we might say we want to run to number 85, run our rifle package to him because that's who they go to. That's the designated player. Today, I'm going to show you how we do this, designating a position, tight end or running back. And you got to tell your kids up front what it is they're executing to. Away is the exact same thing, except now you're executing it away from either, let's say, the tight end. So this is away. Get away. It's either away from a tight end or away from a running back, okay, as an example. Lucky Ringo are the calls that we use to tell the defensive line which direction to go. So if we say lucky, 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 they know they go left, and Ringo, they go right, right? L and R. That's how we do it. What we call gap exchange. When the defensive line, the first level's moving, sometimes it exchanges gaps with the second level linebackers. Okay, even if it's a slight gap exchange. A gap exchange is a gap exchange nonetheless, and don't assume that your inside linebackers understand how the movement affects. Don't assume they automatically know, because more often than not, they don't, because they don't necessarily think of that. Okay? What we call a pinch step. And that's for the defensive line. That's part of their everyday drills. Okay, they're going to step with so if I'm going left, they're going to step with their left foot, okay, which is the near foot, at the near hip of the next blocker. So we're going to show you all that. And as they're doing that, they are gaining depth, which is another way of saying penetrate. Okay, but we don't use the word penetrate because then that tends to think the kid's just racing up there. No, they're stepping and gaining depth as they're reading the hip. And they're going to react to it, which brings in the next 2 calls. Peel is a play side pursuit. So as they step and gain depth at that near hip and the hip's working away from them, right, they're going to peel with the hip. Bend is a backside pursuit technique. Again, step into, if that's coming to them, they got to bend now, right? Change direction and bend. So these are all the key terms that will come into play here as we go through these various rifle stunts. Okay? And again, all we say is rifle. We have a package. So if we say rifle package, when we're game planning, we say to the players this week, okay, our rifle package consists of angle away. So angle. One hand. I take my left hand, put it behind my back. Angle 2. So I can just go angle 2. Angle away. Okay? Front, front. And then I'll give a coverage call as well, but I'm leaving that part out. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put the rifle line stunt in green each time, and then when there is a gap exchange, I will share that with you, and I'll just give you one or two examples of how, as they're gaining depth at that near hip of the next blocker, how they're reacting to it. I'm not going to do that every single time. This would be a 3-hour presentation. Okay? So I'm going to start in the top. Always start left, then right, because it's the same on both sides. Then I'll come down again, left, right, right. So here we go. I got them numbered. So right now I'm on diagram 1. This is an angle away, and the position is we're going to angle away from the tight end. Okay, so it's up to the inside linebackers in this case to say, okay, it's left, left, left. Ringo, Ringo, Ringo. Okay, Ringo, because the tight end's left. I'm not going to write up this every single time. Again, same thing. It'll make this a much longer than needed presentation. So since it's away from the tight end, it's a Ringo call. Okay, Ringo call. Same thing now, except let's say it's 10 personnel. We want to do the angle away from the running back. So this would be west. So now they're going to say Ringo. And there it is again. Okay? Tight end, he's left. They say left because that's how they line up. Ringo, and the snap of the ball, he goes right. It's away. It's a west, west, west. Ringo, 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 because west is left, right? Just for the halfback offset. Now we switch it. We go angle 2. And again, now we're saying we're going to the tight end this week in 11 personnel. And you can vary it, obviously, by personnel. There's no tight end over here, so that's when we go off the back. You follow me? So here, again, we got a left. But since it's a 2, it's also going to be a lucky call. So again, there it is, okay? So what I want to talk to you briefly about here is what's the gap exchange? Is there a gap exchange? So 51 technique makes them a C gap defender play side because defensive end has the B gap. So the only gap exchange here is the angle 2 defines the backside gap for each inside linebacker. Okay? So in the case of the Mike here, if the play is going away from him, he knows he's opposite A. There's no making the nose right. If the nose is in the backside, I go opposite. If the nose is opposite, I stay back. No, it's defined, opposite A. Same for the backer. It's been defined for him. It's same side A. Okay, so it's not as much as a gap exchange as it's now a defined backside gap. And that's the detail you've got to go over with your linebackers. Okay, angle 2 here would be the running back. So now, again, it's west. So it's going to be lucky. So again, it's one and the same, defining the backside gaps for your inside linebackers. Okay, on this next one, evil. I'm going to bring in some of the reactions to the near hip of the next blocker. Okay, so this is evil. All right, and then whatever the coverage is, play ball. So evil, we don't have to make a lucky Ringo call. Okay, evil is equal. It's even. It's the same. That's partly why we use evil. It's even. It's equal. It's inside line stunt. Put it all together. EV, even, equal, inside line stunt. Evil. It's not the evil in the sense of the word. It's more of an acronym in what it stands for. Okay? So no Lucky Ringo in the evil because of this. On the snap, both defensive ends are pinch stepping their inside foot at the near hip of each of their side guard. Okay? So again, play side, there is no effect, no gap exchange, and neither is their backside. But now, let me show you how the reactions work. Peel. If it were a zone scheme working to our left, this would be an example of as he's stepping and gaining depth, he's reacting to that near hip, which is coming to him. That's going to be the peel. He knows he's on the play side. He's going to peel. And I'm obviously over coaching that, but that's what we want to get. Peel. You're on the play side, you're going to peel. Consequently, over here, the bend on the backside, as he's doing the same, right? Pinch step, inside foot at near hip of the guard, gaining depth and reacting. Now that hip's going away from you. That's the bend. Closing it down, right? So peel, bend. It's, let's say, an inside zone running play to our left. You get a peel from the play side defensive end who's pinching, and you'd get a bend from the backside. Okay, so that's the peel and the bend along with the pinch step. Okay, and we've already covered gap exchange, Lucky Ringo, right? We've covered it all. So now let's go through it. I'm running out of a little board space, so now we combine the angle, tour away with evil. We just simply say evil, angle away. Okay, so on this, on the left here, it's the tight end. On the right here, it's the running back. Okay, on purpose. So this is against 11 personnel. For whatever reason, based upon offensive tendencies, we've said in this week in 11 personnel, we're basing all of our rifle package off the halfback. Okay, so we'll start off with the easy part. Evil, right? Because it's even. So now, tight end's left, left, left. It's angle away. This is a Ringo. See, we're really squeezing that guard big time. Over here, okay, it's away from the running back. So this is an east. This would give us a Lucky. Again, squeezing the running back. So in evil, there is absolutely zero effect on the gaps. The angles away, again, similar to up here, it defines the backside gap for the inside linebacker. Okay, defines the inside gap for the inside linebacker. And then the last one, combining evil and angle 2. On the left, it's the tight end. On the right, against the running back, because we're in 10 personnel. So again, we'll do the easy part. The evil, it's left, so it's going to be Lucky. And there it is. Over here, it's east, so it's going to be Ringo. And there it is. Okay, so as a just brief example, when in the 10 personnel, if the halfback were deeper than the quarterback, which gives you the ability to cut same side of the football, this would be one reason why we'd run evil angle 2. We have immediate, penetration by 2 defensive linemen negating those 2 gaps, A and B. So the back needs to look elsewhere. And then also so doing, it's somewhat protecting the inside linebacker, the Mike in this case. Okay? So these particular rifles, angle away, angle two. There's two of them. Evil, there's a third. Evil angle away, there's a fourth. Evil angle two, there's a fifth. There are 5 rifles right there as part of our overall rifle package. Okay? We would use these in particular against teams that have more of a zone scheme. It's not necessarily a gap down blocking type of scheme. We'd use this more for a zone scheme. We would use this for schemes that are trying to hit us into the B or A or B gaps in particular. Okay, and then forcing the bounce, allowing our inside linebackers to flow over the top. These would be some of the reasons we would use these rifle line stunts. Okay, but if you go to my rifle playlist, you'll see other rifles stunts that we have that will definitely not only affect gap exchange for the backside, it will also change pre-snap which gap the linebacker has and why, and some of the things that we do to teach that early on in preseason so that the kids can start piecing it all together. Because when it's hitting the fan, the bullet's alive, as they say. Kids can sometimes tend to forget, and that's when you have somebody not in their gap. Okay? So as I started at the beginning, to my subscribers, I thank you. To those who haven't yet, I hope you do. And to everyone, any questions, I hope you reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.